What's up, Gooners? Arsenal have just entered the race to sign a teenager being compared to Kaká. Meanwhile, Mikel Arteta could be running out of time in charge of the club. Could this be the end of the Arteta era? And club legend Arsene Wenger has made a crucial revelation amid all this uncertainty. But first, click the subscribe button because we bring you Arsenal news every single day. So make sure you subscribe to stay fully up to date. And without further delay, let's get into today's top stories. Gooners, Arsenal have just joined the race to sign a Colombian under-17 star who is being compared to Kaká. Arsenal are now in the race to sign Samuel Martinez, according to Philip Kessler. The 17-year-old attacking midfielder is also attracting interest from Bayern Munich and Tottenham. The Gunners have already been looking at the South American market following their move for the Quintero twins towards the end of 2025. Now, Andrea Berta and his team are looking at another South American youngster, with Martinez seen as one of the most exciting talents. Here's why Bayern, Arsenal and Tottenham are all chasing this kid, and this is absolutely critical. The three clubs will have all seen the attacking midfielder in action during the Under-17 South American Championship final over the weekend. Colombia defeated Argentina in the final to win the tournament, with the 17-year-old managing an assist in a 4-0 win. Martinez proved to be a key player in the tournament and was a vital part of Colombia's team, which went all the way. Bayern rate the attacking midfielder very highly and are even comparing him to Brazilian legend and Ballon d'Or winner Kaká. As for Arsenal, they are already well stocked with attacking midfielders for the future, with the likes of Max Daumann, Ethan Nwaneri and Holger Quintero. But now they look determined to move for yet another South American teenager, and it is clear to see why, given how highly rated he is. Berta has clearly made it his mission to unearth more hidden gems at Arsenal and bring more up-and-coming talents to North London. The future at the Emirates Stadium is looking incredibly bright, and adding yet another young talent to their ranks is an exciting prospect. Should Arsenal sign the teenager compared to Kaká? Comment yes or no. While Arsenal chase wonder kids, there's a shocking claim about Mikel Arteta. Gooners, this is shocking. A journalist has suggested that Mikel Arteta could resign as Arsenal manager at the end of the season. Arsenal remain top of the Premier League table, but many now deem Manchester City as the favourites. Alan Shearer feels Arsenal will miss out on the title due to their defeat against Bournemouth, rather than the 2-1 loss at Manchester City. Declan Rice has told his teammates that it's not over. So despite a deflating couple of weeks, there is still belief around the dressing room. Arteta will certainly maintain that optimism. However, journalist Miguel Delaney has now suggested that the Arsenal manager could resign. Listen to what Miguel Delaney said on Indosport's YouTube channel, and this is absolutely critical. The one thing that I do think could be relevant is given what I've heard before about previous times when he's finished second, and this would be the fourth in a row that Arteta has. He obviously emotionally really pours himself into this, and there is a possibility maybe he gets to the end of the season and thinks like, I can't go through this again. Delaney continued, I wouldn't completely rule that out, I have to say, because I think this does demand a lot of them. The prospect of Arteta resigning is much more believable when you consider there is a history of that kind of scenario unfolding elsewhere. Jurgen Klopp, who is equally as emotional as Arteta, announced he would leave Liverpool during the heat of a title race. The former Reds manager admitted, I know that I cannot do the job again and again and again and again. Arteta finishing second 4 times in a row would be devastating, and the emotional toll could be too much. There have been pundits who believe Arteta deserves to be sacked if his side comes up short once again, although that feels very unlikely given how patient the board has been. Would you want Arteta to stay even if we finish second again? Comment, stay or go. While Arteta's future is questioned, Arsene Wenger has a message. Gooners, Arsene Wenger is still firmly backing Arsenal to win the Premier League this season. Despite the recent defeat to Manchester City, Pep Guardiola's side produced a crucial 2-1 win over the Gunners and closed the gap to just 3 points with a game in hand. City now have the chance to leapfrog the North London club on goal difference during midweek, if they can beat Burnley at Turf Moor. But regardless of City's win, Wenger is backing the 8-time Premier League champions to slip up during the run. And Arsenal will win it. Listen to what Arsene Wenger revealed at the Twinning Project, and this is absolutely beautiful. I believe that Arsenal will win the league. I deeply believe. It looks to me like common sense. I like Eze, Odegaard, Havertz and Madueke attacking intent at the Etihad. Manchester City will not make the perfect run-in. I deeply believe. That's Arsene Wenger, the most successful manager in Arsenal history, backing us to win the title. The former Arsenal boss was so impressed by the Gunners' display at the Etihad and was impressed by the attacking intent shown by Mikel Arteta's team. Wenger singled out Eberechi Eze, Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz and Noni Madueke for praise following the defeat. The Gunners will also prefer their run-in to Man City's, who still have plenty of tough games remaining in their final 6. Guardiola's team have to go away to Bournemouth and Everton whilst also facing an in-form Brentford team. Meanwhile, Arsenal do not leave the capital in their final 5. Arsenal can certainly take positives from the defeat as it was one of their better performances in a big game in recent times. Do you share Wenger's belief Arsenal will win the league? Comment, believe or doubt. Finally, there's positive news about Bukayo Saka. Gooners, good news. Arsenal are hopeful that Bukayo Saka will return from an Achilles injury over the next week and become available for the final 5 matches. Saka has been struggling with an Achilles issue for the last few weeks and has been forced to miss the last 5 matches. The Gunners have fallen apart without their vice-captain, having won just once in the 5 games since he picked up the injury. But now, the 24-year-old is getting closer to making his return to the team. According to The Independent, Arsenal believe that Bukayo Saka could return over the next week, and then he will face a race to be fit to face Newcastle. Saka is Arsenal's last remaining hope to get their Premier League title bid back on track following the 2-1 defeat at Manchester City. Noni Madueke has struggled to get anywhere near the levels of Saka, whilst the 24-year-old has been sitting on the sidelines. Mikel Arteta has also been cautious about bringing Max Daumann into the team, with the teenager not even making it off the bench at City. The Gunners have missed firepower from out wide, and getting Saka back will give them their best possible chance of adding that to the team. Arsenal's season has been heavily disrupted by injury, with Kai Havertz being another player who has really struggled to remain fit. Martin Odegaard is also in the same boat, and it will be so annoying for Arteta that the trio of Saka, Havertz and Odegaard have started just once together since December 2024. Along with Saka, Arsenal also really need Ricardo Calafiori and Jurrien Timber back in their defence. The fans will be desperate to get some positive injury news from Arteta with his next press conference ahead of Newcastle later this week. Are you relieved Saka is close to returning? Comment relieved or still worried? That's it for today, Gooners. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and hit subscribe for Arsenal news every single day. And drop a comment letting me know, where are you watching from? London? Kenya? USA? Let's see how global this Arsenal family is. Come on, you Gunners.